I'm going to start with a poem called We Are the Sentinels, because my friend Vince asked for it. I will read it for him. And one day I was reading an article in a magazine about Ticketmaster and scalpers who use bots to buy tickets, and then you have to pay too much. And this was right at the height of the popularity of the musical Hamilton. And Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote Hamilton, said, "We shouldn't have to fight robots just to see something you love." And I thought, I would be an idiot if I didn't steal that and use it in a poem. So this is called We Were the Sentinels. We were afraid of all the contagions and the acts of God until a robot taught us to evade them. We felt safe enough to save our money, but then they made a new robot that remembers your birthday, so I bought one for your birthday. Now the robot makers wanted us to fear the robots. What could possibly go wrong, they asked. They wanted user-generated catastrophes. So we wrote all the stories they asked us to write. The robots are coming, the aliens are coming, the bombs are falling. And in all the stories, all the threats were robots, all the solutions too. The invasion of our own making had begun. We were the sentinels, standing watch for the mechanical man. I downloaded the app, I powered up. I fought my robot in silence while you fought your robot in silence, until an alarm went off declaring you shouldn't have to fight robots just to see something you love. And just then we remembered the robot that remembers the robot that remembers your birthday. You guys know, so does anyone know the poem Anecdote of the Jar by Wallace Stevens? Okay, so this poem is a whole poem anagram of that poem. I used every letter. It's called Acetone Hate Fjord. A spine ejects adrenaline. Lithuania downloads porn, and well-versed Yeti hunt lurid harlots in the slums. Europhenol twisted sister prolongs adrenal rewind and would shower thunder upon a rotund jag, anoint a pratfall android. The bra was gray and ajar. My Wookiee tried heroin on TV. Bingo voids the fibroid turd like nothing else in Tennessee. So this book is called this book is called Self-Defense for the Brave and Happy, which obviously should have self-defense tips in it. So they're in this poem, among others, but there are some of them in this poem, which is called Don't Wait for the Woodsman, which is a self-defense tip. So if you want to survive, listen carefully. Don't wait for the woodsman. Only stories want us to live. The wolf will lie in wait to devour us. Do not blame it for doing what wolves do. Henceforth the wolf shall represent a mortal wound, or the authorities, depending. Carry your keys between your fingers like claws. Jingle them so the bear can hear you coming. Henceforth the bear shall represent the yawning void, or your mother protector, depending on how much you look like her. Hold your rucksack above your head so you look taller. Dress for the weather. The sun already wants to burn you. Do not provoke it. When venturing into strange territory, always carry a loud whistle and a bottle of wolf urine. Remember, this could be serial killer urine or cop urine, depending. It is good to have a healthy respect for nature. And if a mother bear should want to protect her cubs, be one of her cubs. If you get sunstroke, report it. If you drown, report it. You did nothing wrong. Tell your own story. Let the wolves do their jobs, unless the wolves are in disguise. Drowning doesn't always look like drowning. Sometimes there is no struggle. If a wolf attacks you, don't wait for the woodsman. Keep your hands in the air or go for the eyes, depending. Protect yourself. Always keep your weapon locked in a safe place or carry it with you at all times, depending. It's hard to know how this story is supposed to end. If you see me approaching, do not run. You may not recognize me, but I am a bear. Do we look alike? If you are lost, stay where you are, and I will find you. Now listen very carefully. Once upon a time, I was a story. Come with me if you want to get out of here alive. Here's some information on immortality. It's in two parts. The first part sort of outlines the stakes involved, and the second part is detailed instructions. This is called immortality. 1. Because the geniuses are so content, the shoes that will make us faster will never be invented, nor will the bacterial reactors that power our colonies. Because the prodigies are fed and loved, the words that will save us will never be spoken, since no one will design the intelligent rats who will speak them. Tell the geniuses they are failures. Tell them they are not loved. They must work harder, think better, and then our shoes will make us faster, and our colonies will glow with bioelectric joy, and we will live forever, attending to the words of our salvation on tiny, gifted lips. 2. Nonlinear extraterrestrial earthquake zone. Linear balloons, linear airplane. Star birth, animal birth, insect birth. Non-linear star abyss. Animal abyss. Tonal abyss. Asexual drunken abyss. Asshole. Earthquake balloons, earthquake menstruation oracles, drunk cupcakes, linear star piss, earthquake birthing abyss, oracle birthing abyss, oracle star. Aesthetic insect extraterrestrials, aesthetic asshole animals, drunk. Pissy aesthetic airplane zones, pissy insect birth for once. Asexual nonlinear earthquake oracle animals that live forever. And when I was a kid, they don't do this much anymore, but when I was a kid, at McDonald's, they used to have these rooms in the basement where they would have birthday parties. Does anyone remember these places? Do you remember the giant yellow drum of orange drink?
Yeah.
All right, so you know what I'm talking about. This poem is called The Birthday Chamber. To mark the passage of time, the child is taken to the birthday chamber. Subterranean walls glazed with small golden M's. M for meat, M for mortal. How well the child knows those words. How well he knows the hard, sculpted seats bolted to the tables, and the tables bolted to thick metal beams embedded in the cold concrete floor. The archetypes here are different than in other stories. The clown, the policeman, the shapeless humanoid. They are meant to console him with the notion that the world isn't real. But the graffiti in the bathroom says, "The economy is an ambush predator," in gold magic marker. And then in black ink, underneath it, someone has written, "Dystopias are scary because you see people struggling. But utopias are scarier because you see that they stopped." And I'm just going to finish with a couple of very short nursery rhymes. I started writing nursery rhymes back in 1995, actually. And then I lost them for a long time. And it was a couple of years ago, while I was putting the manuscript for this book together, that I found some of them again. Only the strange thing was, when I found them, parts of them had been redacted. Like, literally, someone else had found them and crossed parts out and put them back. And I don't know who did it. And I don't remember what was under there originally. So I still like them well enough to put them in the book, but I don't remember what was cut out. So I just left the redacted parts on the page. And so I'm just going to read a couple of these, and then I'll finish. But just so you can see where the redacted parts are, because you're not looking at the page while I'm reading, I'll just put my hand in the air like this, and I'll just, with my fingers, I'll just sort of make a slash in the air wherever something has been redacted from the nursery rhyme. And I'll read two of these. The first one's called America Has Everything. And you could like jump rope to this, maybe. No. America has everything. Race cars and tractors. For presidents they have peanut farmers and actors. Jimmy had to give up the world. Ronnie loved his jelly beans for all their lovely colors. Ronnie built a laser beam that cost $1 billion. So that's that one. And the last one I'll read is called Hush. And again, this means it's been redacted. Hush, little planet, nothing to fear. Papa's gonna buy you an atmosphere. And if that atmosphere has costs, Papa's gonna buy you a Holocaust. And if